So avos is something which is to teach us proper hanhaga, good, in English we would say proper behavior, the behavior that a person is supposed to comport himself.
Says Reb Hirsch, that means to make sure that everybody is in a yeshiva. And in a yeshiva that's alive and spirited and going and that's good for them. That everyone has that geschmack, that there's youth programs, that there's things for people to do, regardless of where they are. That's why in Elul we say, Ve'es levav zaracha. Because when we say achas sha'alti, we say it b'lashon yachid, we say it as a yid, it's singular. I want to ask from the Ribono Shel Olam. I want to ask Hashem for one thing, that I should be shifty b'beis Hashem. But we're showing Hashem that we care for real. Because if we care, we really want to be shifty b'beis Hashem, we'll do anything in our power to make sure that not only are we shifty b'beis Hashem, but anyone we possibly could influence to be is shifty b'beis Hashem as well, has that opportunity to attend the yeshiva, to have a geschmack when they come to shul, to be a part of Yiddishkeit in a live way, in a way that it's a part of us, it's a part of our lives, not just something we do by rote.
From a kid he gets the truth. From a kid you get purity. I'll tell you why Latinoicus. Because the goo would be tainted by the false Pauschkeit of adults. Let it be through the Torah lave of a child. That's the way it applied to me. I've told the story before. I want to tell it again. My grandson now is learns the base medrash. He's 14 in Talmud Chacham. When he was 3 years old, we took him to one of the great scenes of American Jewry, and that is Tashlich in Muncie. If you haven't seen Tashlich in Muncie, Mishallah, Lo, Tashlich b'Muncie, Lo Roa Simcha Miyon. All group of people lined up by the little river, one more firmer than the other, can I know. Each one there is mefaret the chet. You bring the Yitzchak Shmuel, 3 years old, over there, and he's looking up, and one is screaming, one says, "Oh, I cheated on my partner in business, the next one says, "Oh, I lied in court, oh, I did this," and everybody's crying and crying and crying. And then they turn to the 3-year-old Yitzchak Shmuel, and they say to him, "Yitzchak Shmuel, are you ready to be mefaret the chet? Are you ready to say what you're up at?" So what could a 3-year-old kid say is that about? What's that embarrassing of a 3-year-old kid? And he looked frightened. What did he do? And he was worried. All of a sudden, he tells him, he has a big bright smile on his face. And he came up with an answer. And as he threw the little bread into the water, he says, "And when the Kayanim were doing it, I peeked." That's the beauty of a child who does tshuva. 10%. 90% went back to their jobs as policemen and trolley car workers and this. The world doesn't run with tshuva. It runs with expediency. Kids learned in school when I was coming up about the wonderful man named Werner von Braun, who was the head of the space policy, the space program in America. Von Braun was a Nazi who fired rockets on Pinmunde using Jewish slave labor. But we needed him. Tshuva, justice. Tshuva, tefillah, tzedakah, I understand it differently. Tshuva has to be through tefillah. It has to be brought out with words. And then tzedakah, and then you will have tzedek. Then you will have justice. All of everything that you wrote and you do is written down. You're accountable. The world says, you threw kids in the gas chamber in Auschwitz? Go back to your job. job working for the post office.
I don't think any organization in America has shown more strength for Yiddishkeit when it comes to Yerushalayim, when it comes to other issues. I see Rabbi Lerner here doing such a wonderful work for Yerushalayim Shema, and other people here that are working constantly for different agendas in different parts. Rabbi Hecht's always outspoken about various issues, Rabbi Klass. So I think that the fact that this year, coming into Rosh Hashanah, is a year of strength and a year of koyach and a year of sealing of our faith, that the Igud should continue to be stronger, and never to be afraid to stand on any issue, but to be strong, committed to Eretz Yisrael, committed to the issues, committed to education. We're working now on the special education, which is a serious problem. So we have to continue being strong, and I wish you a tzivah time, and I get given you.
Oh, we should never forget the Inni for Toide, and we should all be Zoiche, Taksige, Vaksige Toide, Ashnas, Gilu, Yeshua, Ashnas, Al, Yeshua. Nicht mehr Belasho ist in der Kayem, es gibt Liebe, Samu, Tresefo, Bahabo, es ist Kolatenore, Babador, es Amide Chachome, Yavot, Mir, Zari, Tomish, Atoine, Bepi, Izari, Bezere, Zari, Ad Oinam.
He says, no, the first mitzvah is mitzvah Keshma.
In addition to that, I'm proud that first time in history of New York City, as far as I know, that we were able to do as part of a pilot program to have the first ever in New York City, separate beach swimming, separate for men and separate for women. And during the summer we had over 1,400 people from our community, Jews and Muslims, attending this separate, segregated beach day.
Legal education by a minimum of 50% immediately for the fiscal year 2018 and 19. And then the National Jewish Federation should increase to 75% for the fiscal year 2019 and 20, and then 100% of what they're doing in the fiscal year 2020 and 21. Right now, the UJA Federation of Greater New York has only $51 million in matching funds to support day school
Gentlemen, please, 2 minutes.
that embrace the challenge. You know what that means? Over 102,000 children are in yeshiva day schools, and the UJ Federation only has $51 million to generate income for these students. If that is not a shame, then I don't know what UJA Federation is doing. Our children deserve more support from the Jewish Federations throughout the United States, and Igud will be coming out with an official call that if you are responsible as leaders in the Jewish community, you're going to start supporting Jewish day school education in a big way and not do a pittance. We need to initiate a campaign for Jewish marriage. Let me explain to you why. Even from a secular viewpoint, hundreds of millions of dollars a year are drained from the Jewish community, and it's being absorbed into the Gentile and general world. Example, Facebook is worth many billions of dollars. How much money of the profits of Facebook goes to Jewish concerns? So it is a vested interest for us as Harabanim to talk to our Balalat and mention not only that assimilation is a terrible thing on Pitoiha, but Americans understand the importance of dollars. Billions of dollars that were put together by Jewish people who worked for many, many decades are now wandering about in the general population for all kinds of projects or activities that have nothing to do with keeping the Jewish people strong and vital. We need to campaign for Jewish marriage simply to make sure that Jewish treasure and Jewish work and sweat, blood, and tears, that the Jewish community has something from it. Trust me when I say these words, how important it is. Finally, number 3, we need to encourage our young people to have more children. The Israeli Central Bureau of Statistics indicates that the Jewish population today has not as yet replaced what we lost in the Holocaust. And number-wise, we are even less than we were in 1939. 70 years have gone by since the Holocaust. How is it possible that we haven't replaced our numbers? The general world population has gone from 2.5 billion to 7.5 billion, an increase of 3-fold. Rabbi is the first mitzvah in the Torah Puru. We have to encourage our young people to have more children. But we also have to start pushing on the expression, the fat cats in UJ Federation, to open up the purses and give some money to the day schools so that parents who have larger families are assisted with their tuition. Point number 4. Orthodox Jewry is carrying the burden of Yiddishkeit in America today. Who is taking care of the Rabbeim, the teachers, the Mohot, the principals, the Klei Kodesh? Most of them are not receiving a proper income. We have to start speaking about the importance of our best and brightest people to go into communal work, but also that they should be remunerated. Point number 5. UJA Federation is not the voice of American Jewry. ADL and American Jewish Congress and World Jewish Congress are not the responsible voice of American Jewry. The voice of American Jewry is the Rabbinical Alliance of America, and every single Jew who believes in their heart, who walks the walk, not only talks the talk, who actually does every day for the Jewish people, and that's what the Igud is all about. We do not need to have individuals who are irresponsible to write articles in the New York Times and to pillory the Jewish community and to talk against the Jewish people. We need Jewish leadership that have a vision, who are not living in the past. The tables have turned slightly. The old folks of the old guard, the assimilationists, are no longer to be sitting at the microphones and at the purse strings of the Jewish community. ADL comes out against the President of the United States when he speaks about the importance that farmers in South Africa should be protected. How can ADL even say a word of criticism, knowing that there are close to 100,000 Jewish people living in South Africa? And if the farms go, then the industry goes, and then the Jewish community, is under attack. So where is ADL thinking strategically? They're living in the past. They are ancient relics of the past that doesn't work. It's now time for the American Jewish community, which is Igud Harabanim, and responsible. I want to share one more thing in this point number 5. How many of us are brave enough to say to our friends and to write that we support our president and the administration that is doing in relation to the previous administration so much for the Jewish community, for Israel, for the right standards, for the right values? Have we become blind and deaf? Do we not realize the makamah min hashamayim, that someone is sitting in the White House who has an interest that dovetails with the interest of the American Orthodox Jewish community, which is the interest of the Jewish community and the future of Klal Yisrael, and we need to bring Mashiach, and there are steps that have to go through, we have to step through. It's time for us to come out publicly, unashamedly, in a nice way, in a proper way, in a non-political way, that we support President Trump and the administration for the good things that he is doing. Now I would like to come to point number 6. The Board of the of Eretz Yisrael. Yes, there are certain things that are not 100% to our liking or to the liking of the Israeli people living in Eretz Yisrael. Nevertheless, do we want to have total chaos? Do we want to have a total mishmash of who is a Jew, who is not a Jew? Intermarriage, mamzedim, illegitimate? Do we need to have a Sefer Yuchsim in America with our best and opening up a Sefer Yuchsim because the chief rabbinate in Israel is not able to function? We need to support the chief rabbinate of Israel, not because of what they are not doing right. We have to support them because of the tremendous work that they are doing right. And they deserve a round of applause and even for continuing the work. People are talking about build the wall, don't build the wall. But that's all secondary when it comes to the Kotel. The Kaisel HaMa'avavi, Makim Mikdashenu, Shechina Vayzaza Visham. We have to fight, we have to speak up, we have to be resolute. We need to let the Prime Minister of Israel know that there are hundreds of thousands of Orthodox Jews in America who really care about the Kotel. It's not a political ploy of ours, it is part of us, part of our mind, our heart, our very being. It's our children and grandchildren that make Aliyah to Eretz Yisrael. It's our children and grandchildren who are studying in Eretz Yisrael. It's our rank and file that visit Eretz Yisrael. So how is it that we are quiet when it comes to the case of the Makim Mikdashenu? We need to support the chief rabbinate on the Kotel, the religious status quo, and so on. Two more points. The Rebbe spoke many years ago, and the Gemara says, Chacham Adaf Minavi. Why Chacham Adaf Minavi? The Chacham can see the future. And what if the Chacham is also with Ruach HaKodesh? This Chacham, this great tzaddik, as the Kloisenberger Rebbe once said when he heard about Mitzvah Tefillin and Mitzvah Ner Shabbos Kodesh and Mitzvah Kashrus, he said, Nachmala Hazayin, as the Challah from Shem Mitzvah B'nai Noach. There'll be a time when the Rebbe will push for Shem Mitzvah B'nai Noach, and rightfully so. If you're studying the Maskul of 3 Prakim of Rambam every single day, we're now going into Hilchos Malachim L'Cham Yisrael, where the Rambam tells us clearly that we have a chiyuv Gavra for Shem Mitzvah B'nai Noach. You want to go out of Golas? I want to go out of Golas. We all want to have a Ksiva V'Ksiva Teiva Shana Teiva V'Sukkah and to be with the Kohen Gadol, the Beis HaMikdash, Hashlishi. The world needs to keep Shem and Mitzvahs B'nai Noach. The Igud has to keep talking and keep speaking out. And I want to give a special thank you to the Jewish press and to my co-president, Rabbi Klass, for placing articles in the Jewish press that never appeared there before about the cultural wars. We're not fighting. We're just protecting what little we have left in America. And it's important as Harabanim to stand up and to speak about marriage, like the Torah says, Al Ken Yazav Aviv Ish V'Imai, and so on and so forth. Every person has an obligation for Shem Mitzvahs B'nai Noach. And that's why we need to come out with a moment of silence in the public schools. And we're going to support it in Mitzvah Shem this coming year. Finally, the most important, the 8th, Leave it at Torah, outreach and inreach. Many of us who are Harabanim Kari Asada, even in New York, my Baba, Sarah, she was a mother of 6 sons, all born in America, 3rd generation Yankees, all of them Orthodox rabbis, Lubavitcher Hasidim. So she saw how hard her son, Yaakov Igud, if you remember him, was working. So she said, Zayin Arav Vayim, is an Asik Va'adishkit, but I was like Yisuf Yaakov, to be a Arav, he's running and constantly doing. So we have so much work to do in our schools. But I think the main thing that we need to do is to start making more shiurim, learn our Masechta, many Masechtas, and to start printing Divrei Torah once again. Rabbi Mendy Moroznik mentioned to me that the last 10 years he doesn't know if we actually came out with a sefer. We're coming out now with pamphlets of beautiful Divrei Halacha from Harabanim, magnificent. And we hope more will come out. But we want to have each Chava of Igud Harabanim we'll send out an email, take the parsha. We don't want longer drushes. A beginning, a haskalah, a toich, a soif, something that will inspire you and inspire the people who hear it. We'll also put divrei Torah in Lashon HaKodesh, and it will be a sefer that's printed beautifully, and it will be a sefer of hagah, of beauty. And hopefully that this sefer will be able to be dedicated to my father, who loves so much. I want to conclude with one quick word, because it is chayel, a word from the Alter Rebbe. It's a story. It'll take exactly 90 seconds. A simple chassid, a simple Jew, who came into the Alter Rebbe. Once he came to the Alter Rebbe for a visit, he used to daven for many hours, not only on Shabbos and Yom Tov, but even on weekdays. So someone asked him after many years, let's give him a name, we'll call him Reb Shlomo. Reb Shlomo, why do you daven so long? Weekdays, Yimei Chol, Shabbos, Yom Tov. We know that you're not such a big Talmid Chacham. So what could you already be thinking when you're davening? He says, more than 30 years ago, I went into a yechidus, a private audience by the Alter Rebbe. He looked at me and he said these words, Shama, help me along, V'zacha, V'dibur, Echad. So you should remember, you should observe. V'zacha, you should remember. V'dibur, you're davening to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Echad. So he said, simply, when I daven, every word that I say, I'm thinking about Hashem Echad. As Rabbi Eldad spoke about so beautifully, the importance of Kriyas Shema and Yireh Shamayim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu grant that the Shema B'Zachar that we are doing tonight, the Dibur Echad, is an achdus over here. One Torah, one HaKadosh Baruch Hu, one Klal Yisrael. Our job is to make every Jew feel important on Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. If you see them, even if you don't see them all yet. Let them know that they are an integral part and an inseparable part of Klal Yisrael. And if you will reach out to another person who is a little bit less knowledgeable than yourself, and make sure that the children who live on your block, whether it's Borough Park or Crown Heights or Flatbush, and the child is not enrolled in the yeshiva day school or at least a kosher Talmud Torah, do something. Because I want to share with you one more word. I heard myself. The Rebbe said, "Was hat das Kind von dein Davenen und von dein Lernen, als Wesen ist an our days und wegen HaKadosh Baruch Hu." What does this Jewish little boy or girl have from your learning and davening if you're not also working as an activist to bring Jewish children, those who are a little bit more distant, to bring them a little closer? HaKadosh Baruch Hu grant that each and every one of us should fulfill our tafkid and our yachayus. And as the Rosh Hashiva of Torah said, we should be able to be Bali Nisoyai, which means to succeed, not make the same mistakes, but to succeed and to succeed. Haslach Rabba Bakra Mika Koil, it should be a Shana Teva Mesudolano L'Chol Yisrael, the Bias Mashiach Tzedkenu, the Binyan Ha'aliyah, Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi, with the Kohen Gadol this year, saying, what? Saying that tefillah in the Kodesh HaKadoshim on our behalf. Good yontif, a good gebench. Thank you very much.
Isn't it great to be popular, Rabbi Hef, to walk into a room? It's wonderful. Rav Hef believes in the concept like Sagur B'nei Ish. And the Igud Harabanim has taken on tremendous issues this past year. The sanctity of the Kaisel, other issues of Yahadis. I can tell you firsthand, when the phone calls come, Mendy used to be a doll, used to be a nice tchotchke, and you're standing over here with these rabbis, not good for your career, Mendy. You're getting a lot of people angry. Close the mic, you're a Democrat, what's wrong with you? But you have to remember, and if we do not do this platform of Rav Hef, and we have to let the chips fall where they fall, Rav Hef's father paid a bigger price than what we're paying here today to support that agenda.